Well then, I'm gonna be 100% honest with you all. I wasn't gonna do this video at first, but this had me thinking for the whole day since I watched the video of the nominees for the Game Awards, and so I felt like I actually wanted to talk about this and share my thoughts about this whole topic with nominees, the decisions made for this year's Game Awards, and some other things that I might be mentioning along the way. So for starters, and I don't plan to make this too long, what we all know so far, the fact that DLC, remakes, remasters, etc., at least that's what I heard, are allowed for these categories instead of just having their own. Now, I'm gonna say this here and now. Most of these games, I've never played them, but I'm also not against any of these games as well as anyone that likes them. So, for example, let's say you like, I don't know, the Elden Ring DLC of Shadow of the Erdtree, I think that's how it's pronounced, then it's all great. I can respect that, and even though I haven't played it, I've seen a bit of gameplay for the game, and looked pretty neat, so I can understand the whole hype about it, so it's all good. Now this part, I am not 100% sure if I'm gonna be basically as accurate as possible. So from this moment I want to say that if I'm mistaken on something, then I would really appreciate if you correct me down in the comments below. But I've seen a lot of people saying things such as, they should have had their own category, or including DLCs, remakes, or whatever will make these the lesser of the Game Awards, or something like that. But that basically, just by mentioning a couple of examples. Now, I'm not saying that's actually what I heard, but it was actually part of it. It's more or less like that. And if I'm being completely honest, I agree with the people who think that, or at least sorta. As much as a game's DLC or remake is good, they're basically not original games released. They're expansions for the original game, and so I agree, they should have had their own category for I don't know, best DLC or best remake, remaster, like that. And them having their own category would have easily worked even better. So basically it's like they just want to give Elden Ring another dub, when the award could easily go for either, I don't know, Astrobot, or even Rebirth, or even the Black Myth Wukong, which even though I haven't touched, I know there's a lot of positive things about the game, and so I know the people also want that game to win. Again, I've not played any of these, but I've seen some things about it, and honestly, they look pretty neat. Also, as a black and white, I want to take a minute of silence for Sonic X Generations. That easily deserved an award, because if you're gonna include remasters, why not include this one? And Shadow's Campaign is also poggers. The game in general is so good. Some say that these guys hate Sonic, and honestly, I kinda agree over there. Now, I honestly was expecting Sparking Zero to be present, so when I saw it, I was happy, but also saying something like, I knew it had to be there. Cause it's a great game, it's an amazing game, and I personally think it should get the dub. I know I only did 2 Sparking Zero videos and everything, but I had to pause it to cover some other things, and plus I had no idea how to continue it, and I still have that same thought. Again, even though I haven't played other fighting games, I believe they could also win, for example, Tekken 8. I haven't played it, but I know some people like the game, so it could also stand a chance. Now, one thing that brought me up over here, the Nintendo Award, aka the Best Family Game section. Mario Party Jamboree, I knew it was gonna be there from the start, basically it made sense. It's literally a game to have fun with the family, or easily to break the relationship with them. But Echoes of Wisdom for the family? And Peach Showtime? I'm sorry, but first things first, I loved Echoes of Wisdom from start to finish. I actually enjoyed it, but for family game? It's not even a game for the whole family. For example, Jamboree or Mario Wonder last year. A game to have fun with the family. And this is a single-player game that actually fits better for the Action/Adventure Game Award, which was also nominated, and it fits perfectly there. Now, I'm not sure if it's gonna win that award, but if it does, I'll be happy. If it doesn't, it's alright. But Peach Showtime? I'm sorry, but as much as I think it's not a bad game, it's enjoyable. The power-ups are pretty good, and any other positive thing it could have. If we're being perfectly honest, it wasn't that great or that huge to be the best thing for the family in the world, to be nominated. It's also a single player game and it's not that long. How are you gonna have fun with the family in this game when only one person can play it? I would have honestly swapped this one over Sonic X Generations, for real. Again, I'm not sure if it'll win, I highly doubt it. I think it's gonna be between Astrobot, Jamboree, or even Echoes. See, I'm pretty sure you're noticing, but like, I'm not talking about every single nominee over here, but I mostly wanted to talk about the ones that caught my interest, or like, you know, the ones I want to talk about, because I also don't want to make this video too long. And to wrap it up, I kind of want to talk about the last thing that caught my eye, which is the Best Adaptation Award. And the surprise that Knuckles is there? But like, that I didn't see coming. But I mean, does it deserve to win? Honestly, I'm not too sure. As much as I enjoyed it, I know there are some people who got mixed thoughts about it. Like, I know there's some people who liked it, like I did, or some other people that actually, you know, didn't like it as much, and I can understand that. And it's basically competing against Arcane. Like, what do you have to do against Arcane? Which could also win. While I also haven't seen Arcane, like, at all, I've heard some good things about it, and I saw a few scenes for like a couple of seconds, and I think that art style looks pretty neat. But I think that one might be even more highly praised, so I might go for Knuckles for the memes, but I think Arcane might win. So, my overall thoughts? This is gonna be an interesting experience, but also it might get out of hand. While I agree with some nominations, I also think some of them are pretty questionable. I'm not against any game in these categories, and if one wins, I'll be happy with it, I'll be neutral. But if it's a DLC / remake, etc., I think that might not have the most praise over there, since I do know there's a lot of people going on about it, and I can see their point and also kind of agree at some point. Also, the fact that they put Astrobot and Rebirth everywhere. Like, half of it is gonna be Astrobot and Rebirth, or even Wukong. For the most awaited game, I think it's gonna be mostly between GTA 6 or Prime 4 Beyond, in my opinion. I've never touched the GTA series like at all, but I know there's people hyped for it. And Prime 4 looks pretty hype and might be the one that I'm looking forward to the most, so like that's gonna be my personal vote. While I also haven't touched the trilogy of Prime, I am planning on doing like a sort of road to Prime 4, like playing the Prime trilogy for the first time, as well as, you know, if there's another game canon to Prime 4, and if there is, you can let me know in the comments below, and we'll gladly play it over here and have fun with it. Now then, Peach Showtime being in the family category? Yeah, I think either Jamboree or Echoes might win. Even Astrobot has the chance of winning it. And I haven't even played Astrobot, but I have seen gameplay about it and it looked mad fun, that's all I'm gonna say. Will I be watching the Game Awards live? I personally don't know, since it might be at 8:30 PM for me, and if it lasts for too long, it's gonna be pretty late, and I'm basically gonna be speaking like this for the whole freaking thing. So I guess let me know if I should at least record it and upload it the next day, or if I should just watch it off camera. But nevertheless, I'm just gonna go right now. I'm basically not gonna make this any longer. So I'm just gonna say in conclusion, this will be an experience.